don't think there should be a name for it. I think it should just be a given that you be a decent person who stands for equal rights of everyone. Hi friends, I'm Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super spaced out today. It was one of those days. Dylan also had a Met day, so he's literally lying on my floor because I wanted to like lock my door and not let anyone in. So Dylan's just lying down watching his videos, like literally wrapped in his blankie. I just thought I would chillax and not really put much effort into my appearance. I want to curl my hair, so I'm gonna try that, you know. That's fine. Of course it's fine. I'm allowed to curl my fucking hair on my channel. I'm not a feminist. I think it's silly. Like classical feminism, I get it, the movement was cool, it was important, you know, that's how we got our rights to vote and stuff like that. However, feminism now, especially from that minority of people, because I know the majority of feminists are just general decent human beings, but for that minority who do label themselves as man-haters, there are feminists who think women should follow the gender norms of women, like, because that's their place. So many people call themselves a feminist, but are they? From what I gather, feminism nowadays is equal rights for, you know, all genders. Some people think it's just both, and some people argue that it's just female rights, but it's not. It's kind of for both. It's questioning what femininity is and what masculinity is. But the fact that it's called feminism is already a female connotation, and there's already stereotypes and strings attached to that. I don't want anything to do with that. My best way of explaining why I'm not a feminist is that you don't say to somebody, oh, hi, my name is Gabby and I'm not racist, or I'm a non-racist. There's no word for not being racist. It's just considered a given in society nowadays that you are not racist, because if you are labelled a racist and it is negative and you are a dickhead. Sorry, I just have to up the ISO because, oh fuck, sun is setting. I haven't curled any of my hair. As I said, today is one of those days. Like, what is the word for not a racist? There isn't one, because there's no fucking need for one, because it's not considered something that sets you apart. And I think that's the important thing, and the actual meaning behind feminism is great. Equal rights for all genders. And at the end of the day, instead of saying, I'm a feminist and you should be feminist too or else you're a bad person, you should just kind of adopt the mindset of, I just think everyone should have equal rights. Don't give it a name, because when you give it a name, you set it apart. And it's great for periods in history to have names, but they weren't named then at the time, most of the time. Most of the time they got their name well after, because somebody was just trying to sum it up with like a quick word or like a way to name it. Just like when you look back, there's the feminist movement. Now, I don't know if they named themselves feminists or if it was just called a feminist movement because it was about, you know, women fighting for their own rights. But I don't think it's appropriate to have a name for having equal rights now. And I do understand why people call themselves feminists, but like, why? You're labeling it. And the second you label it, you're putting it into a category, you're fitting it into a box. The problem is there are so many different types of feminists that say somebody who's only been surrounded by feminazis, i.e. not proper feminists anyway, are gonna just assume that's feminism, and people that are surrounded, you know, by intelligent people who just want equal rights and who just make factual debates and points, you know, they'll have a positive view of feminism, and it all depends on who the fuck you're talking to. So, like, it's almost like a trend, like, you know, when you're a teenager and you're like, it's not a phase, mom, but that's what I see it as. I just see it as one of those fucking categories, similar to what teenagers would you know, put themselves into when they're younger. And so instead of being a feminist, even though yes, I am all for equal rights of humans, but I'm not a feminist, because I don't want to be that one person in that box of people and close myself off from the rest of the world. I just want to be like, yeah, hey, everyone should just be happy and be kind and just be themselves, And I also partly don't want to be associated with the word feminism because I don't want it to be, like, the name itself is biased towards femininity and females. And then there's people within the feminist thing who are like, oh, will we fight for equal rights of women? Some people are like, we fight for equal rights of men and women, and forget, that there's, gender neutral people, etc. I'm a girl. I don't wear dresses. I actually fucking hate dresses. I think they can look nice on other people. I can appreciate them on other people. But the idea of me wearing a dress makes me feel so deeply uncomfortable because it's just not me at all. I'll curl my hair after when I'm doing the rest, or I'll curl it in between, and we'll talk about that. I don't know. So there is a reason why I'm not a feminist, and it's because there's no word for it. There's no word for someone who doesn't discriminate against, whether it be disabled people, elderly people. Well, I guess that's ageist. Yeah, but that's the negative term again. There's only names for people who do bad things to set them apart so that they get that label, so that they look at what they're doing. If I get one curl, I've succeeded. That looks so shit. Don't think there should be a name for it. I think it should just be a given that you be a decent person who stands for equal rights of everyone and not judge people by what you think they should do or act like depending on some sort of negligible factor that they were born with that they can't control. I've had horrible posture this entire video. I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. I hope you enjoyed my little rambly rant. It's not scripted. I'm sure you could tell. Have a lovely evening. I will talk to you in a few hours or tomorrow. Happy vida. Subscribe. I'm an unracist. I'm